is democratic system in India is anti-village culture? This is a very big question as far as discussion is concerned. We have already talked about it. Is the democratic system in India is anti-village system? Agriculture can happen only in village culture, village system. Agriculture cannot happen in city and town as far as India is concerned. India is an agricultural country. This proves that this is Mahatma Gandhi also said this. India is an agricultural country. If India is an agricultural country, this means that India is a village based country. This is also Mahatma Gandhi. He put a point on it. India is a village based country. If that is the case, then India is pro-village culture. India is not pro-town culture. India is not United States. So the soul of India lives in agriculture, and agriculture is its main economic zone. Through agriculture, only maximum employment has had been happening in India since the past time, always history. That India always gave high employment in agriculture. Okay, if that is the case, and if we see 1947 onward, then township and city, first started becoming, then town became city. So this culture has grown to an extent that around 95% of Indian population used to live in India in villages in 1947 or prior to that. Now only 60% remain in village, only 40% in city and town. Government is indirectly, directly, it is pushing people from village to city. Now it is damming all the rivers are dammed now in India, all rivers. One or two if it would be left, that I don't know. All the rivers, damming of the river started happening. From Bhakhara Nangal it started happening. The Satluj river, now every river is dammed, and now rivers, if dammed river water are diverted to the city and town, so that the city town culture would prosper and people would move there. So not only that, in 2009 through delimitation committee, all the Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha, the constitutional kind of the election constituencies, either it is central assembly or provincial assembly, all were now diverted to city and town only. Villages, their constituencies are going away. Again, 2025, the census would happen from the central government. It is due for past 4 years. And in new census, again delimitation will happen. Again, more seat will go to the city and town, and villages will get low. Okay, so idea is to destroy the village, and then who will feed the city and town? Punjab, Haryana, and Western Uttar Pradesh. Their full damming has happened, all the major river, and full artificial agriculture is going on with fertilizer and whatever. Those food grains through FCI, Food Corporation of India, it is getting distributed through ration system and other system to the cities and town, and then plastic based milk. So people would drink that, eat that, and then they start contributing into the taxation system. Either you purchase whatever you purchase from the market, everything is taxed because everything coming from company, and then give money, all your money to them, and then if you buy any land, that goes in lakhs and crores of rupees, full taxation there also. So everything is now motivated towards the center and town. So the inference is that the democratic system in India is anti-village culture, or I would say anti-agricultural. Can I say the democratic system in India is anti-Indian? If someone is doing anti-Indian work, then he is declared as as a kind of, what I can say. Okay, what I can say. If someone is doing anti-country work, okay, if someone is doing anti-nation work, okay, then what terminology is used with them? Very bad terminology is used against anyone. This is a lawsuit. If any person is working against the nation, if any person is working against the nation, then he is kind of called anti-national activity. This is very bad term. There is an English word for it. I don't know I should say or not. This is very bad. It is considered as very bad. Okay, so if democratic system is against the village, because villages are getting destroyed, then democratic system is against the agricultural culture. India is an agricultural country, then democratic system is anti-Indian. The more democratic system is going on, flourishing, it is more anti-Indian culture is flourishing. Unfortunately. But as per the mathematics, this is the correct statement. If India is agricultural country, then democratic system in India is anti-Indian, anti-national. This is how it is going on. But God is not very God is miniature, but God is not weak. God knew that this would what would happen. So we are talking about, is there something that is, because if we see India or world, especially India or world, if you see, then it is not same. Somewhere you see there are mountains, somewhere you see there are plateau, somewhere you see there is a plain region. So God has made every places, God has made every human same. That is true. But area wise, every area has its own strength. I would not say one is very good, one is very bad. Every area has its own strength. That's why everyone is same. But they are have strength in different areas. So some region has plain region like Gangetic plain. So west eastern Uttar Pradesh and full Bihar and eastern Uttar Pradesh. This region is called, once Yamuna meets the Ganga, Allahabad or Prayagraj, east to it is pure plain. Pure plain means pure plain. If you come to Magad region of Bihar, then it is that much plain that there is no river. If river enters into Magad region, in Magad region especially, the Patna district or nowadays Nalanda district, if river enters also, it vanishes because there is no slope at all. So there is no river. We don't know what is river. Okay, outside we see the river. So the river culture is not there because one big river Ganga enters the Bihar and go out of the Bihar, and there is no slope at all, very minute slope. As a result, if you see the Ganga that comes from Uttarakhand, there are, I believe, there are more than 50 dam or barrages are there on the river Ganga. More than that, everywhere barrage is there. So, but if Ganga enters, or I would say rather post Prayagraj, once Ganga meets Yamuna, it enters. Actually, Ganga enters into plain in Prayagraj. Prior to that Ganga, there is a slope in Ganga. I have personally seen that Ganga in kind of Gadaganga, that is near Noida. There is a slope. Means Ganga flows in high current, but post Prayagraj there is, means it is very flat. There is no barrage or there is no dam. Not possible. If someone makes dam in Bihar over Ganga, then full Bihar will be drowned. So Bihar and eastern Uttar Pradesh, post Prayagraj, then it is pure plain region. It has similar culture and it is a pure plain range. North to Bihar, there is a river called Kosi River, and that region is such a plain that river changes its direction. I believe post in past 200 years, it has changed more than 100 kilometers of the direction because it is completely plain. Hilly region, it is not possible to change the plane because it is a gorge. So this side, full slope is there where river will change its direction. But in Bihar, it is possible. So that is the case. If that is the case, then what is the problem here? What I am talking here? Where is the God? Then in Bihar, city and town is not possible. If you make Bihar only can have village culture. That's it. So in Bihar, still, I have the full data. So if you make city or town, then full 5 kilometer, 10 kilometer, there will be some playground or park and then colony and those kind of things that Bihar cannot afford. Because if it is such a plain, if it rains or any river water flows, then it will be flood kind of situation where villages are made on high land. So small region with high land and then full-fledged agriculture land. People can sustain like that because villages are hardly half kilometer also, hardly. In that way, if 5 kilometer someone makes the town, then it will be completely drawn and people would start dying because where they will go. Here, people are on highland, they can see water all around, they can survive. So survival is a concept of Bihar, and Bihar cannot sustain city and town culture. Not possible. Through its geographical plain region, it cannot have city and town. We will have. I have the data, so we will see it. So if we see the kind of rural area in India, the rural area, I have data since 1960. So 1960, 82% of the population of Indian country, India, was living in villages. 82% in 1960. I believe it will be 95% prior to 1947. 1947 saw the rise in city or town like Delhi, Calcutta, Madras, Bombay, where refugees were coming and staying there. Okay, same as Rangoon in Burma. So, and Karachi in Pakistan, same situation, Lahore. This came because of the refugees only. Okay, prior to 1947, I believe it would be 95%. So 1960, 82%, 1965, 81.22. So it is decreasing every 5 years. 1970, it is 80%, and then 1975, it is 78%. 1980, 76%. 1985, it is 75%. So 1985 to 1960, 25 years, it went down by around 30. 1985, 76%. So it went down by 14%. So in 1947, it will be more than 95% people living in village. Anyway, 1990, 74.4%, 1995, 73%, 2000, 72%, 2005, 70%, 2010, 69%, 15, 67%, 2020, 65%, 2023, 63%, 2024 going away. Now it would be around 60% people living in villages and 40% in town. So this is Indian National Congress, and this is kind of kind of, can I use this word? I was thinking, I don't know. Anti-national has very bad term in English. So if this Indian National Congress is anti-village, data is showing it is anti-village, and anti-village means anti-agriculture, and agriculture means India, then is this party is anti-India? As per the mathematics, is this Indian National Congress party is anti-India? Because this is what data is showing. Okay, I won't use that word. Okay, then means it is very bad. Anti-national is, I think it is a smooth word. Okay, I believe that word starts with letter T. Anyway, now if we see the in 2023 this data is there, it is available. Now how many people live in villages statewide? So maximum population is in Uttar Pradesh. Around 74% of the people are living in villages. 74% or 73%. So around 27% of population of Uttar Pradesh is living in city or town. Next population comes as Maharashtra, where 54% people are living in villages. So 46% people are living in town or city, half. And in Uttar Pradesh, more than quarter people are living in city and town. Bihar, 89% people are living in villages still, or say 90%. 90% of Bihar population is still living in villages because they cannot make town or city. If someone remembers, around 5 or 6 years back, there was rain in Patna and full Patna was drowned, and it was drowned for 10-15 days. There is a now he is a member of parliament, I believe Pappu Yadav. So he did not sleep for 10 days. 24 hours he was working to save people and serving food to door. 10 days. I believe more than that. 24 hours. A person did not sleep for 10 days. 24 hours. Anyway, now there is a kind of 90% people live in Bihar in city or town. Is it that the Bihari people they are kind of very pro to kind of village culture? They don't want city and town culture, and they are forced to live in villages. We will talk about it. Now we have MP, West Bengal, 68% people they are living in villages. Madhya Pradesh, 72% people are living in villages. Tamil Nadu, 51% people live in villages. Half Tamil Nadu lives in city and town. Rajasthan, 75% people are living in villages. Karnataka, 61% or 60%. 40% people are living in city and town. Gujarat, 57%. Andhra Pradesh, 71%. Odisha, 83%. Telangana, 61%. Again, half of the people living in city and town. Kerala, 52%. Half of the people living in city and town. Jharkhand, 75%. One quarter people living in city and town. Assam, 85%. Punjab, 62%. Around 40% living in city and town. Chhattisgarh, 76%. Haryana, 65%. 35% are living in city and town. Delhi, 2.5% rural area is there. Jammu and Kashmir, 74%. Uttarakhand, 70%. Himachal Pradesh, 90%. Okay, so this is data for other small. I have taken for the populous state. Now, question is again hinting on Bihar, because Bihar is a populous state, and out of the way 90% people are living in villages. If that is the case, like Uttar Pradesh, 73% people are living in villages, one side of Bihar. Other side of Bihar, that is West Bengal, 68% people are living in villages. Okay, if this is Gangetic Plain, this side 32% people are living in town city. This side 27% people are living in town and city. Then Bihar is in today's term. Is it that backward that people are living in city and town, not living in city, town and village? Not true. Bihari people there also want to live in city and town. If that is the case, then there is a flood of people. They are living for city and town. Bombay, Ahmedabad, Rajasthan area, Punjab, Haryana, they are working in their agricultural field, their industry, Ambala and Chandigarh and those things, Delhi, Calcutta, and then Hyderabad, and this reason. If God has not given them opportunity to live in city and town, Bihari people are going this town and working as labor. That is the situation. So I wanted to go in the next session talking about it, but we will continue it. Otherwise, it takes a lot of sessions. If that is the case, then what is the present scenario? If Bihar cannot turn into city and town, what are the consequences? The first thing is, now in city and town, people are slowly, they are in phase to return into their villages because there is no job in city and town. First thing. Second thing is telecommunication related need they are getting in their villages only. Electricity need, telecommunication. Because technology has grown. Every has a smartphone in their hand. They can watch television and everything in their mobile only. So that is the one reason they are returning villages. But main thing is there is no job at all. So if Bihari people or Eastern Uttar Pradesh people, if they are returning to their villages, then strength is coming up because they have agricultural land, and that region will climb in the manual strength, people strength. Earlier there was no people strength because mental direction was to move it to city and town. Now, if that is the case, then as per the designing, as per the software designing or mathematics designing, if India is a country and one region, full country is growing in city and town area, and one particular region is pulling it down, and people cannot go to city and town, that region would pull down. Okay, if everyone is growing in some fashion or other fashion, but there is good mass which is highly high density, and it is not growing like that. Earlier they were also growing, going here and there. Then they will, if they remain like that old style, then they will pull it slowly. If they pull it, then it, you can say that they are pro nation but anti democratic. If that is the case, unknowingly, unwillingly, they cannot they cannot go to city town because there is no job there. If that is the case, then there will be a situation in India that one region will start pulling the democracy. Why God made like this? God has made many gates, like Afghanistan. You cannot enter Central Asia without Afghanistan. If you want to go to Central Asia, you have to cross Afghanistan from India, from Pakistan, from Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, everywhere, Africa. If you want to go to Central Asia, you have to cross Afghanistan. Afghanistan is the gate. That's why we have discussed. Please watch the past video of Afghanistan. So Afghanistan is a gate. Through that gate only you can enter Central Asia. In Afghanistan, there is no monsoon rain. People are completely dependent upon the river stream or water stream coming out of the snow-fed mountains. In that case, it cannot grow in city culture. Again, city culture, if they grow, the river would be dammed. So, damming is anti Afghan. If damming happens, then people start dying. So, they have to kill all the dam. That's why all river in Afghanistan, they maps to Ramayana and Mahabharata river because it is very religious to them. It's part of Indian subcontinent. Saryu river, Hari river. Still, its name is Hari River. Saryu River, Gomati River, Saraswati River, all rivers are in Afghanistan because they have named the river so close to their religion. Hindu Kush mountain. Kush means son of King Ram. Kush means not killing Hindu. Means Kush is the name of Kush, love and Kush. Means that mountain belongs to Kush dynasty people. Everything in Afghanistan is mapped to Ramayana and Mahabharata because it is very religious to them. Without mountain, they cannot live. There is no monsoon rain. So there cannot be dam on the river. Otherwise, they will start dam. Similarly, there cannot be any dam on Bihar. If they make dam on Bihar, Bihar will be completely flooded. So no dam in Bihar rivers, not possible. It is fully plain. No one has seen any big dam there. Dam is not there. But what is the importance of Bihar? Bihar is gateway to Eastern Asia. You cannot go to Burma and to Philippines without crossing Bihar. You cannot enter Tibet without crossing Bihar. You can enter China only from Burma side. That Yunnan region of China, that is the entry gate. You cannot enter through Bihar. Bihar is entry gate. Bihar is also called Bhagalpur region is also called gate to east. Okay, so without Bihar, you cannot go east, you cannot go Tibet, you cannot go China indirectly. So Bihar is a powerful region. Till now, Bihari people were involved in getting job here and there, enjoying city and town life. If people are returning back, and Bihar is so important, then it will pull down the democracy. So something that is strange, but we will see in the future, and people can map whatever we are talking, and people would see that how it would be different.